Hello, morning everybody. Today we're going to do some spray work for a car. One of my friend's car, and it's a new coat of spray paint on the fender, and I'm going to get some stuff, get ready, and we prep the car, and we're going to spray it today. Hi. So we got some clear coat paint. So we got a drop sheet to protect the car. We have a tack cloth to remove the unwanted dust, and we have some waterproof sandpaper to sand down the unwanted old gloss coat. Then after that we will repaint the base coat, followed by the top coat. Okay. Hello, good morning. So this is the car that we're going to do a new base coat, top coat. So this is basically a oxidized coating here. So you're going to do a clean out first. So we just finished cleaning up. Before you do any works, you need to wash the car to make sure there's no grease and everything. Alright, then wipe dry. Once everything is dry, if it's not dry, you can use a blower, you can just heat it up to dry. Because it's winter, now it's winter, but we have a bit of sun, but a bit cloudy today. So we're going to make it dry. Then after that, we were going to do a sanding. So we're going to start with 800 grit. So we're going to sand down lightly with water, and it's a wet sanding, so you can actually add some dishwashing liquid to kind of just lubricate a little bit. So we wash off lightly, get rid of all those little oxidation spots here, the old layers of top coat. Then after that, we will carry out the actual cleaning. Alright, can you see that? So this is the actual color, the base coat. There's actually an old top coat, and you can see how it has oxidized and worn out. So that's what we're going to fix today, and let's see how it goes. Alright, so prior to us beginning the whole works, we actually get prepared. So this is a paint which we got off from the one of the auto shops here. So what we do, we actually get the paint code number. So we have to get the right number in order for us to get the actual color for the car. Alright, so we actually got the base coat. This is the base coat. So we tested out at a small spot in the bumper, in the bonnet, last week. So everything's okay. So today we're going to carry out. So what we need, basically the base coat, then after which we're going to do the top coat. So as we go along, I'm going to show you how to do it, and also the flash time to make sure it dries properly, and and see how far we can go. So having a sanding block actually ensures that you actually sand evenly. So when you do your top coat, base coat, it is even all through, right? So I'm going to sand it down all the way to an area which I think that is not affected by the oxidation. So it's probably around here. So later I'll show you how we mask off this area and we blend in the paints, right? We found a couple of little dink, a bit deep. So what we do, we actually use a paint to dab and just cover the dink, right? So we wait to dry, then we have it top it up. So once that's done, then we can do the actual coating of the base coat again, right? So this helps to cover some minor dings because you don't want to remove the base coat totally. So we just kind of just clean up this rust. It used to be rust, so we actually use light sandpaper to remove the rust. Then we just dab it with paint. Okay. So before we start painting, so we actually need to make sure it's taped up properly. Okay, so make sure all the zones that you want to paint is exposed, and those that you don't want paint to be on is taped up and sealed. Okay, so you can focus on painting instead of focusing on flapping plastics and or paper. Alright, so make sure you tape out nicely. Alright, so tape out, in this case we make sure, because we don't want to remove the trimming, we actually tape out nicely, and we actually tape out to make sure that the zones are exposed and all the rubber trimmings of the lights are actually masked up. Okay, so once done, we will start to do our coating, and we will share with you more. Right? Safety first, mask, safety mask. Make sure you wear a mask if you want to start spraying. because the paint, too much of breathing the paint will not be good for you, right? So got the mask and we'll start spraying soon. This is what you need for spraying with cans, so that it helps you to concentrate on spraying and not getting too tired pressing the can, right? Test out the spray first, and once ready we can proceed. So first you spray light coating, right? We let it dry for at least 15 minutes, then we go to second coat. Getting there. Or in a cold, slightly cold days, you might want to use a heat gun to help dry, to quicken the drying process before we actually apply the next layer. So ideally about 10-15 minutes flashing time before you actually apply the next layer. So if you get about 3, 4, 5 layers if you can, it'd be nice. Okay, so it's about step by step. So from there you can roughly calculate how long it will take to actually spray with the base coat, right? Maybe about 2-3 layers, and after that your top coat, again the same, about 2-3 layers or 4 layers even, depends on your finishing, right? And if it's windy, sometimes you need to be careful, because you might spray but the spray is not landing on the vehicle itself, right? So try to do it on a less windy day if possible, right? So this is after 5 coats. So finally it looks alright. So the base coat is done. So once done, we will do our top coat. Alright. Now we're going to get ready for the top coat. Similarly, the top coat is applied multi layers, thin layers as possible. I mean, thin layers as possible, 3, 4, 5 layers to the gloss that you need. Do not overspray. Okay, so we'll give enough flash time. Again, 10-15 minutes is a good flash time. So longer the better. Some people have time, they give like half an hour. So yeah, use a trigger if possible, so that you don't have fatigue and irregular spraying. So this will really definitely help you a lot. Yeah, so we'll see how it goes after we finish this. Yeah? Because I'm too short, I have to use a stool. This is the final coat. Look at that. Yeah. Done. Beautiful. So we wait for dry. After that, if we need to buff, this is the final coat. So once it's dried, if you need to buff it further, we'll buff it. So done, that's it. So this is the completed bodywork for the fender of this Nissan Patrol. So altogether with about 4 plus base coat, about 5 in top coat, about 6 I think, but very fine top coat because we had to do it a couple of rounds because of wind. So yeah, so it looks all right. So we'll see how it goes when we actually take out all the protective covers.